What's good everyone, yadiiiigg, 4 eyes, 2 J's here, and today we're here to talk about Playboi Carti, who recently on his Australian festival run stopped by Culture Kings, which if you're unfamiliar with what that is, it's a very popular streetwearish clothing chain in Australia, and they often get rappers who come to Australia to come in to promote their brand, do meet and greets, etc, etc. And in the little promo video they did for Carti, we got to hear some select words from him, and it's really rare that we get to hear him speak, so every time he does it's super interesting. This is what he had to say about a whole lot of red.
When do we get a new album?
Yeah.
This year? 2017? Yeah. Of course. I'm ready.
When I take out my denim, huh? When I hop in the phantom, huh? You know it can be dangerous, huh? We just speaking my language, huh? Say you different, but don't get distant. I'm like, ooh, say you want some shoes. Gucci, Louis Potter, we could get you Jimmy Choos. Nothing too expensive if I'm getting it for you. Little did I know your love had a price on it too. And that's tragic.
And just quietly, because I do work part-time in that industry, I know for a fact that rappers get anywhere from 5k, 10k, 15k plus to come through Culture Kings, so best believe Carti got the bag for this. Anyways, getting on to the main point, the first thing was that he basically confirmed that a whole lot of red was gonna come out in 2020, and really this should be no surprise to anyone, but I found it funny when the guy asked him about the album, he hit him with the
Yeah. This year?
He was probably thinking to himself, what the fuck, it's 2020 and I still ain't dropped a whole lot of red, what the fuck have I been doing? But I guess all in all, it's just good to hear that it come directly from Carti's mouth that he plans to drop this year. Now, the second and really the more interesting thing is what he had to say about the album. He did kind of mumble a bit, so you do have to listen closely, but this is what he had to say.
I'm trying to prove these folks that I can rap, man, just fly niggas.
Yeah.
I got bars.
Yeah.
That's what whole lot of red is about.
And it's not the easiest to understand what he said here, but it was something along the lines of that he's trying to prove to people that he can rap, that he has bars, and that's what a whole lot of red is really about. And it's really hard to read into statements like this and to understand the point that Carti was really trying to portray, because very little from either the leaks from this era or the snippets that we're waiting on suggests that Carti is even trying to rap, let alone come with bars. There are a couple standouts here and there that you can definitely tell Carti put more effort into trying to rap on. Tracks like R&P Yams, Molly, or even to a certain extent Neon all showcase Carti put in a little effort into rapping and sounding a little less generic lyrics wise on. So it was really interesting that of all the things he could have said, he chose to say that. And before we go on guys, shout out to Better Remy from my Instagram. Big shout outs for showing me love, appreciate you, and appreciate everyone else who shows me love over on my IG, at yadiiiigg if you don't follow your boy. Also a reminder about my Carti and Travis merch tees. They're fire, links in the description, they're about to sell out, so make sure to copy if you don't. Also make sure to like, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications, all that good YouTube stuff, but let's get back to it. And now let's flash back to this moment where he said that after a whole lot of red, he was gonna go back to the quote, old Carti. And linking in this with what he just said in this video, a theory, again, just a theory, is that because of all the leaks, he possibly could have changed the direction of the album and is now focusing on a more older Carti sound, which was more focused on rapping and bars and all that kind of stuff. Or really, and this is probably the more likely thing, is that Carti is just capping, which he has a tendency to do, and the album is going to continue down the path of recent snippets like Opium, which is probably the most extreme variation of their baby voice we've heard so far. And what do you guys think about snippets like this? Do you think Opium even sounds good? Do you even like how his voice sounds like this, or is he just taking it too far? Because I've seen quite a number of people say that they don't like how he sounds on this song in particular, and that he should calm down on the baby voice because he's kind of run it into the ground. So make sure to let me know what you guys think, because I'm curious. But without a doubt though, Carti needs to drop something soon, and I'd imagine after he gets back from Australia, he's just going to lock in and finish off the album, probably for a release, if I was to guess, around April and May, as he has in the past with Self-Titled and Lit, which did come out in April and May respectively, just in time for the summer period in the US. But yeah, just a quick little update from Carti. Again, I'm not reading into this too much, because this promo video at the end of the day, he did get paid to do, and he was probably legally obligated to do in the contract. It wasn't like a full proper interview or anything like that. But yeah, out of all the things he could have said, that point about bars and really trying to say something definitely did stand out as something a bit peculiar and something we've never really heard Carti say in the past. That did catch my attention. But that's all from me today guys. Like, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications, all that good YouTube stuff, and there are more videos of mine on screen right now. Do make sure to check them out if you haven't.